If you need to get from New Asgard to Zelhar in a hurry, I got you. Today I'm going to show you how to build a Norse Teleporter hub in Conan Exiles, an elegant solution to Nordic fast travel. The requirements are on screen now, and you can build this pretty much anywhere on the map. The footprint is quite light. So without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, lay out your base plate like this. Pay close attention to the orientation of the pieces next to the grass tiles. In my case, I needed them in this orientation to fit the fort walls later. If you can't get those fort walls to place, this might be the solution. Next, the gates. Build a 2x1 of Aesir support frames on the tiles shown. We'll be replacing these later on. From there, place straight Aesir fort walls on either side of the grass tiles. Next, add a single Vanir stone foundation in the corners, and then 2 Vanir wood foundations above. Following on, replace the Aesir frames with regular walls. Once they're in place, use vaulted ceilings and quarter pillars to create arches within each 2x1 box. Afterwards, add an open gable on top of each section. Add 2 ceilings above each archway. Lastly, place 2 tiles of walls with Aesir walls on the first and Aesir window frames on the second as shown. Next, build a ring of plain Aesir walls in this fashion. Afterwards, build open roof gables on each side. Following on, add vaulted ceilings on the tile above the Aesir window frames as shown to support the roof. When they've been placed, blend them into the build with quarter pillars running down 2 tiles. Next, roofing. Place a Numidian rooftop cap atop each raised veneer foundation, and then add roofs over the entrance arches and a larger strip of roofs above them, supported by the vaulted ceilings sitting just below the large gables. Next, on 2 of the sides, remove the lower gables as shown, and then build a strip of roofs over the edges in this fashion, blended together with inverted sloping sides, leaving a 2x2 gap in the centre. Afterwards, place ceilings under the roofs as shown, onto which you will then build a 2x2 of plain Aesir walls. Place open roof gables facing front and back, and then go back inside and close the interior gap with a 2x2 of ceilings in the position shown. Next, do the pillar trick inside the roof box, with the off-grid pillar being in the centre at 2 tiles high. You can remove everything else aside from the bottom stairs to keep this in place. Throw a ceiling on top when the pillar is done, and place roofs on the box beneath. Snap frontier walls underneath the ceiling at the top and cap off the build with a Numidian rooftop cap. Next, use the vaulted ceilings to extend the roof on the box at the top, extending one tile forwards and one tile backwards. Lastly, the finishing touches. Add veneer stairs on either side of the 3x1 segments of the base plate and place the teleporter right in the centre of the build. For a last touch of detail, build a ceiling and a column up to the roof on the interior as shown, with vaulted ceilings beneath them and between them. Finally, our Norse Teleporter hub is complete. I've lit it throughout and added some on-theme decorations on the exterior, but this build doesn't need too much in terms of exterior decoration, the complex shape will carry. This was semi-inspired by stave churches in northwestern Europe, and I think it managed to capture that concept quite nicely. I also added some lighting posts outside the build with the veneer beam pieces. I've covered how to do this before, it's super easy and is a great way for just getting the lights off the ground. The interior is quite simple, a very monolithic style made a touch more elegant by the roof design that adds a bit of complexity to a otherwise rather plain interior. In the corners facing towards the transitory stone, I've also added a veneer totem, regional plants and a statue to Ymir to give a little more cultural basis to the decoration in this area. Of course, the main focus is the teleporter itself, right in the centre. Easy access through the open entryways, perfect for a public or a private teleporter network. This teleporter hub will stand out in almost any biome, a perfect way to summon any stranded exiles and allow them to use the teleporter inside. Transitory stone networks are super useful to have, and with this you can build one in the spirit of the Aesir and Vanir in style. Anyway, that will wrap us up for today. This build was a suggestion from a long-time viewer, Pyromancer Inquisitor, on my previous Yamatai Teleporter build. I wasn't too sure how it would turn out, but after a bit of research, I'm quite happy with the final design. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy my videos and want to get them early, check out the Patreon linked in the description where you can get exactly that, plus wallpapers, downloadable blueprints, video credits and more. On that note, a massive thanks to our wonderful esteemed coffee cultists for continuing to support the channel over on Patreon. Again, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.